me to introduce myself. I'm the reason for all these briefings, the constant preaching, and the redundant teachings. I guess your leadership figures that if you constantly train, then eventually you'll be able to tame me. That's a large feat. I'm the SHA in your SHARP program. I'm the ulcer in the belly of your organization. I'm the degradation of your 7 core values. I'm the bane of your SARC's existence. I'm the real deal. You're just child's work. I am the strongest army on earth, and ironically, my recruits, they're forces from your armed forces. See, I force discord between brothers and sisters in arms, and forewarning, I'm swarming your ranks at alarming rates. Any day, I'm less than double arms distance away. All it takes is for us to be at close intervals and for her to be dressed right, wearing something tight or something short so it lets me know that she's open for my type of attention. See, she joined so she can be a part of something she can be proud of. I'm sure her parents, they thought that she would be safe amongst your ranks, but I'm the paw print crawling up your daughter or your little sister's inner thighs while she's in her sleep. I entered her room so I can enter her womb. See, alcohol normally increases my success rate. These 2 dudes, they saw me drag her, they saw me walk her in, and neither of them said a word. Their nonchalantness is the reason I'm so accomplished. They may as well be my accomplice. Intervention is my kryptonite. I would be invincible if it wasn't for nosy battle buddies bold enough to put their noses into my business. The only person with a chance of stopping me is a bystander who's willing to uphold the standard. But long as he continues to stand down, then I'll continue to stand up and raise the stats up. And oh, by the way, let your EO rep know, I'm all for equal opportunity. I don't discriminate. I operate within seniors and subordinates alike. See, I was saw as a major issue once Shasar majors were issued walking papers for taking parts in the likes of me. That's when I knew I had hit the big leagues. I love to ride the coattail of the higher ranking personnel. I'm a pro at qui pro quo. In my simplest form, I come by way of a slide comment or a compliment with a drizzle of sexual content. And I'm rampant throughout your workplace. I hide my face behind jokes and jargon like, well, that's what she said. In a second I see you smile and you fail to correct me, I'm gonna place the crosshairs across your head, and I'm gonna cross you the next time that we cross paths. And contrary to popular belief, men are also a preference for me. I've been able to assault, I've been able to talk at least 1 in 6 into unwanted sex, and most aren't man enough. Most are too man to admit it, so I'm able to operate in iniquity without penalty. See, an assaulted man's ego is badly bruised, but it's still too huge to seek assistance, so the heinous act just sits in his system and eats away at him like cancer. There's no chance of assisting a man who insists on keeping me inside in his little secret. Most think that I'm nocturnal. I'm not. I knock whenever opportunity suits me. I'm normally suited in a familiar face. I've heard some say that about 8 and 10 military women have met me, but only 3 in 10 will admit it, probably because they're afraid that you'll think they're the reason why the crime is committed. Because you make comments like, well, that's what happens when you wear those rape clothes. When your walk says I'm willing to let you assault/harass me against my will. Everyone knows that permission and promiscuous is paternal twins. You can't blame him if she was out after 1 a.m. It's common knowledge that all body parts are up for grabs after midnight. She met me because she kept a grown man parked in a friend zone for too long when she knew all along all he wanted to do was break his parking brake off in her. She should have known better than to trust someone who called themselves a friend. And let me give you some other reasons why she didn't report. She didn't report it because the last time she was the subject of something similar, she was subject to questioning like she was the prime suspect. She didn't know. She had no clue that harassment was punishable by finger pointing. She said they held enough fingers in her face to outfit a million hands. She learned that her shorts would be called to the stand as a cotton material witness to testify against her, that her legs were out after midnight. She learned that in the land of the free, harassment was punishment for having the nerve to choose your own wardrobe. She learned that she could be convicted of having an enticing figure. Now go figure. Assaulters are people just like you. And we don't deserve to be tempted. In case you hadn't sniffed it, I'm sexual harassment assault. And if you don't learn to control me, I'll continue to be the oasis of hate surrounding your rings. I'm the new age form of fratricide. I'm the sum of division. And you'll never be able to solve me if you don't stick together. I'm a combat minimizer. And until you learn to defeat me, you'll never be able to defeat your country's enemies. I want to thank you for your ongoing support.